Any fool can know. The point is to understand. The mind that opens to a new idea never returns to its original size. I must be willing to give up what I am in order to become what I will be. Common sense is what tells us the earth is flat. Two things are infinite, the universe and human stupidity, and I am not yet completely sure about the universe. Only those who attempt the absurd can achieve the impossible. Insanity is doing the same thing, over and over again, but expecting different results. There are only two ways to live your life. One is as though nothing is a miracle. The other is as though everything is a miracle. Nothing happens until something moves. Never memorize something that you can look up. Out of clutter, find simplicity. I'd rather be an optimist and a fool than a pessimist and right. If a cluttered desk is a sign of a cluttered mind, of what, then, is an empty desk a sign? Student is not a container you have to fill but a torch you have to light up. Black holes are where God divided by zero. Reality is merely an illusion, albeit a very persistent one. Creativity is knowing how to hide your sources. If at first the idea is not absurd, then there is no hope for it. If I had an hour to solve a problem, I'd spend 55 minutes thinking about the problem and 5 minutes thinking about solutions. The only sure way to avoid making mistakes is to have no new ideas. The only thing that you absolutely have to know is the location of the library. Weak people revenge. Strong people forgive. Intelligent people ignore. Men marry women with the hope they will never change. Women marry men with the hope they will change. Invariably they are both disappointed. If I were not a physicist, I would probably be a musician. I often think in music. I live my daydreams in music. I see my life in terms of music. When you trip over love, it is easy to get up. But when you fall in love, it is impossible to stand again. I know not with what weapons World War III will be fought, but World War IV will be fought with sticks and stones. Look deep into nature, and then you will understand everything better. The one who follows the crowd will usually go no further than the crowd. Those who walk alone are likely to find themselves in places no one has ever been before. Love is a better master than duty. Coincidence is God's way of remaining anonymous. The true sign of intelligence is not knowledge but imagination. Our task must be to free ourselves by widening our circle of compassion to embrace all living creatures and the whole of nature and its beauty. Education is what remains after one has forgotten what one has learned in school. I never think of the future, it comes soon enough. The world as we have created it is a process of our thinking. It cannot be changed without changing our thinking. If A is a success in life, then A equals X plus Y plus Z. Work is X, Y is play, and Z is keeping your mouth shut. Everything is energy and that is all there is to it. Match the frequency of the reality you want and you cannot help but get that reality. It can be no other way. This is not philosophy. This is physics. We cannot solve our problems with the same thinking we used when we created them. The moon does not simply disappear when we are not looking at it. If we knew what it was we were doing, it would not be called research, would it? Never regard study as a duty, but as the enviable opportunity to learn. Out of clutter, find simplicity. From discord, find harmony. In the middle of difficulty lies opportunity. When the solution is simple, God is answering. Great spirits have always encountered opposition from mediocre minds. The mediocre mind is incapable of understanding the man who refuses to bow blindly to conventional prejudices and chooses instead to express his opinions courageously and honestly. Failure is success in progress. The important thing is not to stop questioning. Curiosity has its own reason for existing. One cannot help but be in awe when he contemplates the mysteries of eternity, of life, of the marvelous structure of reality. Few are those who see with their own eyes and feel with their own hearts. Never do anything against conscience even if the state demands it. If I were to remain silent, I'd be guilty of complicity. Be a voice, not an echo.